It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much.
Well, I met him, and I just want to say he seems like one of the coolest people on earth.
Two Hollywood powerhouses, Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni, were poised to create cinematic magic. But what started as a dream collaboration has spiraled into one of the most explosive legal battles in entertainment history. And now, Taylor Swift, yes, the Taylor Swift, has stepped into the fray with evidence that could completely change the game. What happened behind the scenes of this highly anticipated film project, and why has Swift's involvement sent shockwaves through Hollywood? Let's dive into the secrets, scandals, and shocking revelations that no one saw coming.
I mean, honestly, the way that I get into a character is through their style. So it was more about who Lily is that was so fascinating to me, is that she's a walking, talking contradiction, yet it's perfectly harmonious for her.
It all began as a match made in Hollywood heaven. Blake Lively, known for her effortless charm and powerhouse performances, teamed up with Justin Baldoni, the rising star behind heartfelt blockbusters like 5 Feet Apart. Together, they announced a film project that had fans buzzing, a fresh adaptation of a beloved novel promising to tug at heartstrings and deliver award-worthy performances. With Lively set to star and Baldoni directing, expectations soared. Behind the scenes, industry insiders described the pair as creative soulmates, sharing a vision for a film that could redefine their careers. Early press releases painted a picture of harmony, with both stars praising each other's talent and commitment. But as production began, cracks started to show. Rumors of disagreements over the film's tone and direction began to surface, hinting that the dream team wasn't as in sync as they appeared. Whispers of creative clashes between Lively's demand for artistic control and Baldoni's focus on commercial success started circulating. The very partnership that had Hollywood so excited was beginning to unravel, and no one could have predicted the chaos that was about to follow.
We always tease each other. He was, you know, after I gave birth, he was like, oh my gosh, you know, if I lost you and I, you know, went to the park with our 3 kids, I mean, think of the ladies I can. Like, this is a horrible thing to say. And he's like, I mean, I've got a long list. And I was like, oh, really? Because I just have one on my list. I didn't. I don't have anyone on my list.
And then it wasn't funny anymore.
No, it's so much more of a burn. He's like, wait, who? And I was like, okay, think of someone. Think of someone. Bob Newhart. I don't know.
What started as a collaboration of shared vision quickly turned into a tug of war behind the scenes. As production on the highly anticipated film progressed, insiders began to report that Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni couldn't agree on a key element: the emotional tone of the movie. Lively, known for her penchant for complex, layered characters, was determined to push the story into darker, more nuanced territory. She wanted to create a film that felt raw and true to life, something that would resonate deeply with audiences on a personal level. Baldoni, on the other hand, envisioned a more uplifting, broadly appealing narrative, something inspirational that could bring in mainstream audiences and guarantee box office success. The disagreement reportedly came to a head during filming of a pivotal scene. Sources on set revealed that Lively walked off midway through, dissatisfied with how Baldoni was directing it. Baldoni, for his part, stood firm, insisting his vision was essential for the film's pacing. Tensions rose to the point where the production team had to step in to mediate. Though both stars tried to keep things professional in public, the strain was undeniable. Lively reportedly pushed for rewrites, while Baldoni fought to keep the script intact. Their clashing creative approaches turned what was meant to be a dream project into a battlefield of artistic wills, and the pressure of the spotlight only made things worse.
A lot of it's my real life clothes or my husband's clothes or my girlfriend Gigi's clothes. I was borrowing some.
Wait, that's kind of amazing. So you have something of Gigi's in the movie.
Yeah, it's like a wedding, like something old, something borrowed, something blue, something new.
Wait, which one?
It's just,
now I want to think of the scene.
Oh, I'm wearing her stuff all over it.
Oh, really?
And tons of like Bodhi, which is with the suit now that I'm wearing is Bodhi. It was meant for my husband, but I borrowed it.
His suit?
It was meant for him to wear, but it's so pretty. Look at it. You guys are not getting it in the shot.
The tension between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni didn't just stay on set, it escalated into a legal battle that shocked Hollywood. As rumors swirled about production delays and disagreements, the drama reached its boiling point when Lively filed a lawsuit against Baldoni, citing a breach of creative agreement. According to insiders, Lively believed that Baldoni had overstepped his role as director. All altering key elements of the film without her consent as the co-producer. She claimed these changes undermined the original vision they had agreed upon, ultimately misrepresenting the story they set out to tell. Baldoni, however, maintained that his decisions were necessary to keep the project on track and marketable. The Courtroom Showdown wasn't just a battle over artistic differences, it became a war of words that painted a vivid picture of their behind-the-scenes power struggle. Lively's legal team argued that Baldoni ignored her input, turning the collaborative effort into what they described as a one-man show. Meanwhile, Baldoni's lawyers countered by accusing Lively of being impossible to work with and of causing unnecessary delays due to her perfectionism. The case quickly became tabloid fodder, with fans taking sides online and industry insiders speculating on the fallout for their careers. Despite attempts to settle out of court, both stars seemed unwilling to back down, with Lively pushing for creative rights and Baldoni defending his directorial autonomy. In the end, the courtroom drama threatened not only the future of the film, but also the reputations of two of Hollywood's biggest names. The trial, filled with explosive testimonies and behind-the-scenes revelations, turned into a media circus that no one saw coming, and its verdict would change the course of their careers forever.
It's a bit of a tough adjustment in our house, but it's good. I mean, I have two other daughters, so my oldest is very into the baby, but my middle child, not so much. But we're thinking of keeping her.
Does she like play with her? What does she think?
Well, she sort of like pretends to play with her. So like in the beginning, our oldest is like loving on her, and she's like very maternal, and then our middle daughter is just keeps away from her.
Just when the public thought Taylor Swift's involvement in the drama couldn't get any more intense, whispers began circulating about a potential bombshell. Allegedly, Swift possessed evidence that could completely shift the tide in Blake Lively's favor. Rumors suggested that the pop superstar had access to critical documents, emails, and messages that could expose Justin Baldoni's role in the creative conflicts, adding an entirely new dimension to the saga. It all started when a mysterious document began making its way through social media. An email chain that appeared to show Baldoni dismissing Lively's creative contributions in harsh terms. The email reportedly featured a message from Baldoni to the film's producers, in which he described Lively's ideas as too niche and out of touch with what audiences want. Even more striking were phrases like lacking mainstream appeal and distracting from the core vision of the project. While the authenticity of the leak was never confirmed by an official source, the fact that the message came to light at a critical moment fueled speculation. Fans began to connect the dots, suggesting that Taylor Swift, known for her meticulous management of public perception, might have been behind the leak. Swift's rumored involvement didn't end there. In the midst of the growing media frenzy, the singer performed a surprise acoustic set at a private event where she teased a new track many believed was inspired by the drama. Before playing the song, she addressed the audience with a cryptic remark that seemed to acknowledge the ongoing feud. "Sometimes people show you who they really are, receipts and all," she said with a knowing smile. The audience responded with applause, but for those who were closely following the situation, the comment was more than just a clever quip. Was Swift hinting at the existence of more damning evidence? Industry insiders began to speculate about the potential impact of Swift's supposed evidence. If the emails and text exchanges were legitimate, they could paint a troubling picture of Baldoni's treatment of Lively during the project's development. The fact that Swift, someone with a history of handling high-profile controversies with precision, was linked to the leak suggested that there could be more to the story than what the public had seen so far. As the rumors swirled, experts weighed in on what this new evidence might mean. Some speculated that Swift's involvement could be a game changer for the legal battle unfolding between the two stars. If she truly had the receipts to prove Baldoni's disregard for Lively's ideas, it could significantly affect both his public image and the legal case. For Blake Lively, this potential evidence was a glimmer of hope. She had long been frustrated by Baldoni's alleged creative interference, and the leak suggested that there might be an opportunity for her to regain control of the narrative. If Swift had access to emails or texts that painted Baldoni in an unflattering light, it could offer Lively the leverage she needed to strengthen her position. On the other hand, Justin Baldoni's camp was scrambling to respond. His team issued a statement dismissing the leaked emails as baseless gossip, accusing the media of spinning a narrative that wasn't grounded in reality. They downplayed Swift's involvement, insisting that the rumors were nothing more than speculation. But despite their efforts to downplay the situation, the damage was already done. The leak, whether it was intentional or not, had cast doubt on Baldoni's handling of the project and put his reputation at risk. Swift's rumored role in all of this added a new layer of intrigue to the entire affair. Known for her meticulous meticulous control over her public image and her ability to shape narratives in her favor. Swift's influence in this saga was undeniable. If she truly had the evidence to back up the claims, it could change the trajectory of the entire conflict. Swift's power to sway public opinion was well documented, and with this newfound evidence on her side, it seemed like she could be the deciding factor in the unfolding drama. For Blake Lively, the prospect of Taylor Swift coming to her defense was a much-needed lifeline. If Swift's evidence were to be released, or even just teased more heavily, it could shift public perception dramatically, painting her as the victim in the dispute with Baldoni. But for Justin Baldoni, the potential fallout was far more dire. The combined weight of the creative disagreements, the leaked emails, and Swift's rumored evidence could result in a public relations nightmare that he might not be able to recover from. As the drama continued to unfold, one thing became clear. Taylor Swift wasn't just a bystander. She was playing a pivotal role in the ongoing feud, with the possibility of tipping the balance in Blake Lively's favor. With evidence that could potentially change the outcome of both the courtroom and the court of public opinion, Swift had once again proven her skill in navigating the most high-stakes situations, making her involvement in the saga even more captivating.
I'm honored, and I'm also more honored that because, you know, what we're talking about is so important and so meaningful, that we're able to have this much anticipation, and so many people want to go see it and are talking about it. Like, that's what I'm grateful for.
And you had a key part in bringing it to the big screen. How did this all come to be?
Well, in 2019, I read the book. I was sent the book by my book agent and friend at the time, and I was looking for films that could inspire, that were commercially viable, but also could really like reach in and touch someone's heart.
As the story of the alleged creative differences, the court battle, and Taylor Swift's potential involvement spread like wildfire, the public's reaction was nothing short of explosive. Fans, critics, and industry insiders all weighed in, each adding their own theories, opinions, and judgments. What began as a celebrity squabble quickly became a full-blown media spectacle, with every twist and turn drawing massive attention. At the center of the storm, Blake Lively found herself receiving an overwhelming wave of support from her fan base, many of whom rallied behind her in the face of the creative conflicts with Justin Baldoni. Her fans were quick to condemn Baldoni, accusing him of dismissing Lively's contributions and undermining her creative vision. Social media platforms like Twitter and Instagram were flooded with hashtags like Nauder Team Blake and Justice for Blake, with fans posting messages of solidarity and sharing their thoughts on the apparent injustice Lively had suffered. A particularly vocal group of Lively's supporters pointed to her long-standing reputation as a skilled and creative actress and director, emphasizing how she had always been known for her work ethic and innovative ideas. For these fans, it was hard to imagine Lively as anything other than a victim of a toxic creative environment, and they were eager to see her come out on top. Some even went as far as to call for boycotts of any future projects involving Justin Baldoni, believing that his alleged treatment of Lively was indefensible. On the flip side, Baldoni's supporters were quick to defend him against the growing tide of criticism. They argued that the leaked emails and rumors were nothing more than a smear campaign designed to ruin Baldoni's career and public image. His fans maintained that the actor and director was a visionary who had only the best interests of the project at heart, and that the supposed creative differences were simply a result of Lively's unwillingness to compromise. Many of Baldoni's fans pointed out that Lively's own actions in the aftermath of the drama, remaining largely silent on the issue and letting others speak on her behalf, didn't necessarily reflect the image of a victim. Instead, they argued that it painted her as someone who was perhaps unwilling to engage in the difficult realities of the creative process. However, it wasn't just fans who had something to say. The media played a significant role in shaping the narrative, often focusing on the potential involvement of Taylor Swift. Swift's influence in the world of celebrity gossip is unparalleled, and her rumored connection to the drama only added more fuel to the fire. Journalists and entertainment insiders speculated about the possible outcomes of the situation, with some even suggesting that Swift's intervention could be a masterstroke in her ongoing campaign to shape public perception. The media also began to weigh in on Swift's rumored evidence, with some outlets cautiously reporting on the leaks, while others went full throttle in their coverage. Tabloid magazines ran cover stories with headlines like "Swift's Secret Weapon" and "The Drama That's Rocking Hollywood," while others highlighted the mystery surrounding the leaked emails. The speculation surrounding Swift's possible role in the drama kept the public hooked, with many eager to know more about the the so-called receipts that could change the game for both Lively and Baldoni. As the story unfolded, the drama became a spectacle in its own right, with fans eagerly following every development, hoping to learn more about the unfolding scandal. Social media platforms were flooded with opinions, memes, and theories about the various players involved, and the story became a trending topic for weeks. Some fans even took to online forums to dissect every piece of leaked information, trying to uncover the truth behind the allegations and the public reactions. What was particularly interesting, though, was the broader conversation the drama sparked about the entertainment industry's treatment of women, creative control, and the role of power dynamics in Hollywood. Many commentators began to draw parallels between this situation and other high-profile conflicts in the industry, with some claiming that Lively's story was indicative of the struggles many women face in asserting their creative vision in a male-dominated industry. There was also a wider conversation about the ethics of leaked information, particularly regarding the role of social media and celebrities' personal lives. Was it right for fans and media outlets to publicize private communications, emails, messages, and otherwise that weren't meant for public consumption? This raised questions about the ethics of celebrity gossip and the extent to which the public was entitled to know the personal details of high-profile disputes. Through it all, Taylor Swift's involvement in the scandal continued to dominate headlines, further cementing her place in the center of the drama. Many people couldn't help but wonder if the singer was orchestrating her own narrative, taking control of the situation and ensuring that she, not Justin Baldoni or Blake Lively, would remain the focal point of the story. As for the public's reaction, it was clear that this drama was far from over. The allegations, the leaked evidence, the courtroom battles, and Taylor Swift's possible involvement all contributed to the spectacle that had become a cultural phenomenon. Fans, media outlets, and even industry insiders were all eager to see how this dramatic saga would unfold. Would Blake Lively come out victorious? Would Justin Baldoni manage to redeem his reputation? Or would Taylor Swift's involvement prove to be the game changer that tipped the scales in Lively's favor? Only time would tell. The saga surrounding Blake Lively, Justin Baldoni, and Taylor Swift has captivated the public's imagination in a way few celebrity dramas do. What started as an alleged creative disagreement evolved into a courtroom showdown, complete with mysterious leaks, social media storms, and the involvement of one of the world's most influential stars, Taylor Swift. With every twist, the stakes only seem to grow higher, turning a personal dispute into a larger cultural spectacle that questioned the dynamics of power, influence, and creativity within the entertainment industry. For Blake Lively, the battle represents more than just a disagreement over a project. It has become a symbol of women's struggle for creative control in a male-dominated industry. With the overwhelming support from her fans, she's managed to turn the controversy into an opportunity to shed light on the pressures women in Hollywood face when fighting to preserve their vision. Whether or not she emerges victorious in her legal battle, her resilience has won her a dedicated following that continues to champion her cause. As for Justin Baldoni, the damage to his reputation may have been significant, but it's still unclear whether the allegations and the public backlash will have long-term effects on his career. His supporters continue to defend his intentions, but the divided response only adds to the ambiguity surrounding his role in the drama. It's a reminder of how quickly the public's perception of a celebrity can shift, especially when the stakes are high and the media is quick to amplify every new development. Taylor Swift's rumored involvement, while never fully confirmed, has undeniably shaped the narrative in powerful ways. Whether her alleged evidence will have any legal bearing is still uncertain, but the mere suggestion of her influence has turned the drama into a broader conversation about celebrity power, media manipulation, and the lengths to which stars will go to maintain control of their stories. Swift has always been a master of controlling her narrative, and her involvement, if true, only reinforces her status as one of the most calculating and strategic figures in the entertainment world. Ultimately, this saga underscores the blurred line between public and private life in today's celebrity culture. In an era where leaks and social media reign supreme, it's no longer just the stars involved who shape the outcome of such stories. Fans, critics, and the media all play integral roles in constructing the narrative, adding layers of complexity to the situation. What began as an isolated incident has transformed into a cultural phenomenon, and its repercussions may continue to ripple through Hollywood for years to come. In the end, we may never know the full truth behind the drama. Was there a creative conflict? Did Taylor Swift really hold the key to the outcome? Were the leaked emails a sign of something deeper, or just a result of the pressure cooker that is Hollywood. One thing is for sure, this is a story that won't be forgotten anytime soon.